The following message is being transmitted at the request of the Federal Emergency Management Agency. At 4:58 p.m., a new type of robot was last seen roaming through the city of Jefferson City. These new units carry flamethrowers, which they are using to burn down buildings. However, these robots are not as durable as the last units. To protect yourself from these new robots, take the following actions. Gather a large supply of water to put out any fires. If you have any firearms of any kind, use them to defend yourself. Otherwise, use an axe, hatchet, knife, sword, or other sharp or blunt object to destroy these units. Stay tuned for more updates as they become available. The following message is being transmitted at the request of the Federal Emergency Management Agency. At 5:13 p.m., another type of robot was last seen roaming through the city of Jefferson City. These new units shoot out strong bolts of electricity at anyone found outside their shelters. These robots also absorb electricity from utility poles. They also have the ability to fly for a short period of time. Civilians are advised to stay indoors and be prepared to defend themselves in case a robot manages to get into your home. Take a flashlight, food, water, clothing, medical supplies, and a battery-powered radio to your shelter in case the power goes out. Stay tuned for more updates as they become available. The following message is being transmitted at the request of the Federal Emergency Management Agency. At 5:25 p.m., another type of robot was last seen roaming through the city of Jefferson City. These units are carrying rifles, which are used to shoot down civilians in their homes. These rifles shoot a concentrated beam of light, which will penetrate through any weak material. The robots are equipped with a special visor, which lets them see through walls and obstacles. A direct hit from these rifles is lethal. Civilians are advised to head to lower ground, as these robots cannot see anything underground. If your home does not have a basement, find and lie flat in the nearest ditch, or other low spot on the ground and cover your head with your hands. Stay tuned for more updates as they become available. Civil danger for the city of Jefferson City. The following message is being transmitted at the request of the Federal Emergency Management Agency. At least 500 deaths have been reported with the recent upgrades made to the robots. The flamethrower robots are continuing to burn down buildings in the city. The lightning robots are flying through the city while blasting electricity at civilians. The sniper robots are shooting down civilians trying to find shelter underground. It is in no The following message is being transmitted at the request of the Federal Emergency Management Agency. A group of individuals were last seen fighting off the robots. These individuals, now known as the Droid Shadow, are now on a hunt to find Jenny Tetsu. The Droid Shadow will be sending in members to escort civilians to underground shelters. Make sure to take plenty of food, water, and clothing. Medical services will be available in the shelters. As for now, remain in your shelters until a member of the Droid Shadow comes to escort you. Stay tuned for more updates as they become available. We interrupt our programming. This is a law enforcement warning. The following message is being transmitted at the request of the Federal Emergency Management Agency and the Droid Shadow. Members of the Droid Shadow will be making rounds today, in armored trucks, picking up civilians to take them to the underground shelters. Make sure to bring enough food, water, and clothing. The Droid Shadow is now heading towards a large group of robots. They can be seen wearing gray battlesuits and carrying high-powered rifles. Do not try to interfere with members of the Droid Shadow. The Droid Shadow should not be considered hostile. Be prepared to leave your homes when a member arrives to your door. Please stand by and await further instructions. The following message is being transmitted at the request of the Federal Emergency Management Agency and the Droid Shadow. A new type of robot was recently sent out by Jenny Tatsu. These robots are capable of drilling deep underground. The Droid Shadow believes that the robots are searching for the underground shelters set up by them. In addition, the drill robots have destroyed multiple fuel pipes underground. The fuel leaks caused massive fires to break out in the shelters. Do not panic. The Droid Shadow will prepare. The following message is being transmitted at the request of the Droid Shadow. The drill robots have broken into multiple shelters in Jefferson City. Members of the Droid Shadow are trying to fight off the robots, but the drill robots are extremely durable and hard for them to take out. The Droid Shadow orders all civilians to evacuate the shelters, as a massive group of robots is expected to show up in the next 30 minutes. Gather all supplies brought to the shelter and be prepared to evacuate. Members of the Droid Shadow will escort you to a secure location. The following message is being transmitted at the request of the Droid Shadow. Please stand by. The following is an update from the Droid Shadow. The underground shelters were completely destroyed by the drill robots. As many as 2,000 members were lost during the fight. The Droid Shadow was able to defend for 20 minutes before the robots exploded. All civilians have evacuated the shelters before the explosion. The Droid Shadow will be evacuating civilians out of the city of Jefferson City. New shelters will be set up in the city of Sedalia. This city is unaffected by the fog or robots. The Droid Shadow will continue to fight off the robots until civilians are at a safe distance from Jefferson City. End of message. The following message is being transmitted at the request of the Sedalia Police Department. A truck containing toxic chemicals has crashed into an unidentified vehicle. The truck spilled a toxic substance on the road, and a large smoke cloud has formed over the accident site. Civilians are advised to remain indoors, as the chemicals are extremely poisonous if inhaled. Please stand by for further instructions.